Hello everyone, my name is Anthony Chan and I am interested in the EDD program at your university. A little bit about myself. I was born in the islands of Trinidad and Tobago. I, um, I was raised in Venezuela. Um, my interest in education dates back to high school. As a child growing up in the island of Trinidad, a teacher told my mother, with me standing beside her, that I was one of those that cannot learn. Actually, I was truly a straight F student. At the age of 11, my family and I we moved to Venezuela, and my high school math teacher, a little old lady, thought that I was smart. So she started pushing me to excel, and that changed my life. At this stage of my life, I knew that I wanted to be a teacher. Since somebody changed my life, I also wanted to be a life changer. At the age of 13, I started after school tutoring for friends, which was very enjoyable for me, and I made some extra money at the same time. Um, since the students that I tutored had excellent passing rate, only after 3 months of graduating from high school, the principal of my high school hired me to teach a physics class. Also, my high school chemistry teacher asked me to teach math and physics and English at an evening high school for adults. After a little over a year and a half out of high school, I came to the United States to study engineering because my parents wanted me to be an engineer. So, to please both my parents and myself, I studied engineering and math. Presently, I have two master's degrees, one in instructional technology, one in the art of teaching math, and I have a EDS in education leadership. In 1984, I started teaching at a Christian private school, and in 1992, I became a certified teacher for the state of Texas. Um, there are four questions in this interview that I'm going to address. The first one says, "What makes you a strong candidate for an EDD in leadership at an American College of Education?" Well, I'm an experienced professional exploring different avenues of growth in my field of education. I have over 26 years of leadership experience and educational goals in making a difference in the lives of students, communities, and educational entities. Um, and I believe that would really make me a strong candidate. I've been in administrative position for over 15 years, and I really believe that getting this degree would help me advance in my field, especially since what I do, I'm presently a consultant, and with my doctorate, it would make me look much stronger in this field. Um, Also, at the state office for adult education in Texas, I was a grant services manager, and there I was overseeing 1/4 of Texas, all their adult education programs. I was basically a school auditor, so I would go in and work with programs. The type of auditing I did was not financial auditing, but mainly administrative auditing, and we would help programs improve. We would look for areas that they're weak in, and our job is to go in and help them be help them improve we would help them improve their performance, and also their instructional strategies. Um, the other question is, what do you anticipate will be the biggest challenge in accomplishing the goal of an EDD? Earning a doctorate degree is one of the highest honors I'll be achieving in my academic journey. I believe very few candidates actually complete this journey. And after speaking to many who have completed their doctorate, I believe the reasons for some of the challenges can be the time requirement. Um, you know, the after speaking to them, I realized it's very laborious and intensive. The research process takes up a lot of time. Passing the oral comprehensive exam also takes up a lot of time. The publication requirements, which lead to successful finishing of the journal of the dissertation, will also take up much of my time. Presently, I do have the time. I am self-employed. I am a consultant, so I work basically at my own pace and my own time. Therefore, I would say that time would be one of my greatest challenge, but presently I do have that time. The next question is, what single project or task would you consider the most significant accomplishment in your career so far? Well, as I said, I worked as a grant services manager for the state of Texas, adult education, and each manager was assigned a specific initiative. Well, I was assigned the initiative of creating and overseeing the Texas Math Institute for Adult Basic Education. In the adult basic education world, math instructors must have at least a college degree, but not necessarily a math degree or to be certified as a math teacher. So most of our math instructors had a college degree. The task of starting this initiative was very intensive. First, I had to find instructors that were willing to become master trainers and willing to stay in the program, since the turnover rate for most of our instructors in adult education is very high. After interviewing and acquiring a team, I then had to train them and even teach or reteach some of the basic math. Furthermore, I had to work with them in sharpening their presentation skills and also in the use of technology as a training tool. Once the initial trainings were accomplished, the Texas Math Institute, once it got going and it was presented to the state, it became one of the most successful initiatives in the state of Texas, and there was a very high demand for this initiative. So this is actually the highlight, I would say, in my life. The other question is, given that you would like to pursue a degree in leadership, do you have a leader or a leadership theory you abide by? Well, as a leader, I believe in making that each leader has to make the final decision, of course. But I accept much feedback from my team. I believe in teamwork. My experience has taught me that collaboration is the key to success of a good leader. And as a leader, my team will know that I'm always available when they need supportive feedback and additional guidance in all work-related and all non-work-related uncompromising circumstances. I do not believe in micromanaging, since I consider my team a group of professionals who are considerate of their job duties and requirements. I also believe that my team will be more motivated when they feel involved, valued, and respected. While working at the state office for adult education here in Texas, I learned much of my leadership style from my boss. She was the state director, and I consider her my favorite leader. She strived in helping people reach their potential. She was very empathetic and a great team builder. She was quick to spot one's talent and coach her team for success. She never placed herself as, I am the boss and whatever I say, that's it. She was very open. You can talk to her, and I believe that was a concept that I picked up and I have applied throughout my career as an administrator. Thank you very, very much.